Hi, have you ever wondered how a book gets adapted into a movie? Like Tomi Adeyemi's Children of Blood and Bone, J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter, George Martin's A Song of Ice and Fire that became the popular Game of Thrones. There's a ton of legal work behind it. To be honest, lawyers do more work than the actors to bring these adaptations to life. It all starts with intellectual property. The author owns the copyright. The usual first step is an option agreement. A producer pays an option fee, often about 10% of the eventual purchase price, for the exclusive right to develop the book. That period often runs from 12 to 24 months and can be renewed for extra fees. During that window, the producer finds talent, develops a script, and seeks financing. If they succeed, they exercise the option. They pay full purchase price and lock in the rights. However, if the producer walks away, the rights revert back to the author. A lighter alternative is the shopping agreement. It gives the producer a short window, often between 6 to 9 months, to pitch the project with little or no upfront fee to the author. In this scenario, the author keeps more control and can demand a higher price if interest appears. Once the producer gets the necessary financing and talent for the script, the option is exercised, and the formal rights purchase agreement transfers the film, television, merchandising, sequel, and spin-off rights to the producer. Authors may negotiate for consultation rights, back-end points, or bonuses tied to production milestones, but creative control usually shifts to the studio. Then there's the screenplay agreement, which cover the writing fees and credits. Then a producer's agreement, which defines everyone's roles. Reversion clauses often kick in if the film is not produced within 5 to 7 years, thereby returning the rights to the author. Rights can also expire or change hands mid-process. For instance, Children of Blood and Bone was optioned by Fox 2000 and Temple Hill in a splashy 7-figure preemptive deal in 2017, way before the book was even published. After Disney acquired Fox, the project stopped and the rights lapsed. Paramount won the competitive bidding war in 2022, thereby securing a trilogy rights, thereby giving Adeyemi a 7-figure screenwriting guarantee, plus an executive producer credit. However, it is important to note that sometimes the finished show or movie does not keep the book's original title, such as Game of Thrones. The real drama often explodes when authors realize how little their contracts actually give them. Stephen King has spent a decade in calling Kubrick's The Shining a betrayal of his vision. Rick Riordan watched the first Percy Jackson films got his story. He later fought for a creative ironclad agreement with Disney Plus for the reboot. In the case of Children and Blood and Bone, despite Adeyemi co-writing the screenplay and taking executive producer credit, she has described her time on working on the show as a pure torment.
I would never ever be able to watch this film.
Music deals in producing these shows can turn just as high stake. For instance, in Children of Blood and Bone, Thames logged in as the executive music producer, Burna Boy as consultant, with superstars like Fireboy, Ira Star, and Benson dropping original tracks for the adaptation. Their contracts mix executive producer agreements, synchronization licenses, songwriter deals, and master use licenses amongst the plethora of other agreements. These agreements decide who owns the songs. They decide how the artist collects the royalties and how each artist shares in the soundtrack's success. In the end, a stack of legal paper determines the fate of a beloved book. It can become a faithful hit, a rebranded franchise, or in fact, a cautionary tale. The cameras roll only after lawyers finish their work.